Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by Fitbod, my friends. Are you somebody that needs a little help with your fitness and you need something that'll be, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, essential in your life, as essential as headphones? And guess what? That's what my Fitbod ad is for me. Summer's coming up, your boy trying to get extra fit and tight. And guess what? When it comes to personal responsibility, that's not me. I need somebody to help me with my progress and adapt as I go because I keep doing the same things with the same poor results, and that's where Fitbod comes in. Fitbod creates a personalized workout routine. It adapts as you improve, tracks your muscle recovery. It's fine-tuned by experienced, certified personal trainers. And guess what? It's cheaper, okay? Cheaper. Do you understand? Less money, more results. Add Fitbod to your workout essentials. Join Fitbod today to get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app for free at fitbod.me/genius. That's fitbod.me/genius. I didn't know it was a diss, right? Mm-hmm. And then until afterwards, I was like, I'm not gonna pay attention. I got work to do. Yeah. And then I heard J. Cole's, like, after everybody did for a hot second. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was a joke. I was like, was he forced to do this?
It sounds forced, right?
It sounds really fucking forced. And I'm like, this, and then I thought, I was like, this has to be AI or something. Because, there's a lot of AI rap shit. Yeah. And I found out it was actually something he released. I'm like, Doug, why would you release this? It sounds like you like him. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dudes Behind the Genius Brain podcast. No chaser podcast. I fucking forgot to record my podcast. So we had to do a last minute one. We're already here at the studio, decided to do it. We got Timothy De La Squeto here, dude.
Oh, so what am I, just chopped liver, dude? Last minute fucking substitution for your bullshit podcast?
You do as you're fucking told. All right? That's my Conor McGregor impression right here.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
I've got skill.
This is just an extension of Dudes Behind the Phones.
No. Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Okay, call the formalities out, dude.
I'm such a supporter. Hey, it's great to be here. What are we talking about? Are we talking about we reviewing movies? Are we talking about Asians getting beat up? Or we talking about MMA? That's the other podcast? I don't know. What's going on?
We're doing MMA about Asian dudes getting beat up in movies. That's exactly what we're fucking doing, man. Well, Tim, I was going to bring this up with somebody else, but I thought it'd be good for you because people wanted to know what you know about the industry and when it comes to music and hip hop, dude.
Okay.
Because I didn't get to talk about this because obviously I was in Hawaii and everything else. And just like so much shit that I don't like going over these things that I don't know about. Yeah. But listen, we were during a time where what Diddy means to everybody now, it's very different than what he meant to us back then.
This is true.
And all this stuff is like surfacing that's making me question what was going on.
Yeah.
So did you see that clip of Diddy and Mike Tyson?
No.
So Mike Tyson and Diddy are, I forgot who it might have been Arsenio Hall or something.
Okay.
But Diddy literally has like his hand near like Tyson's like, you see him kind of like grab his hand, move it away and shift over.
No. Watch that clip again. Watch that clip again. People are missing the context there. Mike Tyson is talking about how fancy Diddy is basically. He's trying to show his watch. He picks him up and he's basically saying, look at how fancy his watch is.
Or he tried to touch Mike Tyson's penis. And he's like, I'm not really cool with that, man. I just don't really appreciate you putting your hands on me.
This is very inappropriate. I picked the one word that doesn't have any S's in it. This is very inappropriate.
Why would you do that?
This is not right.
I was like, dude, pick more S's, bro.
This is very sinister behavior. There it is.
This is very serious, really unrelaxed behavior.
Yeah, I mean, to talk about Diddy, first of all, it's all alleged.
Yeah, we don't know the truth.
I will say this. If you're even kind of connected to that shit in some way, I heard stories about Diddy years and years and years ago. Okay, everybody kind of had a Diddy story about someone told me a long time ago. Oh, he's not even gay. He'll just make an intern suck his dick just to see if he'll do it, like on a power trip thing. I heard this so long ago. I try not to entertain rumors. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of people got different stories about it. about Diddy and his doings. You know, I don't know.
He looks like a demon to me.
Here's what's fucked up for people in power, and you know, and it should be fucked up for them, right? Is that like I think a lot of people were living in a time before social media where they felt like they were untouchable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Where you were in a position of power and now you can do whatever the fuck you want and you will never see the consequences of it, right? And that's where shit gets fucked up, is when there's like that power dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Even like, you know, like if you want to talk about like Harvey Weinstein and shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers using their status to make people do things or people might feel uncomfortable. So they
Vince McMahon.
Right. So, you know, that's why it's kind of like, you know, it gets a little muddy where you feel like, oh wait, this person worked for their boss for like so many years. Why didn't they say anything? But then, you know, you got to take into account like, oh, maybe they thought they was gonna get fired. It's really difficult to get work out here. You know what I'm saying?
This is like why social media kind of I wouldn't say put a stop to all this other stuff, right? But it definitely makes it a lot harder, right? Because you can't hide these things anymore. And just to give you guys a context, I told this story before. If you're a new listener, there's a story that we heard about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was, and this is a story that a comic told me. I'm not sure if he said it out publicly. I think he did. Either way, I'll just be safe, right? I think he said it on his podcast too now. But, you know, Bill Cosby was with a makeup artist and he like grabbed her tit and he was like, you can't do shit anyways. So it's like he literally did that in front of her and then everybody else, and nobody could say anything. Because they were talking about these old stars. They were like rock stars.
Right.
They were literally untouchable. So you don't even know about any of these stars in the 80s and what the fuck they did. These are the ones that got caught.
Yeah.
Who knows what everybody else was doing that nobody said anything about, because there were other huge celebrities back in the day.
Yeah. And it's like, I feel like it's almost like a weird time, right? Where it's like some of the stories you hear, you're like, oh, wow, that's pretty fucked up. And then you hear stories and you're like, well, it sounds like everybody was just partying, having a good time, right? So it's like, you know, it's hard to say, especially, I guess, when you don't have a way to immediately broadcast to everybody how you're feeling about something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got people that have stories from like 20 years ago. And it's like, okay, well, you know, a part of you is like, why has this been an issue for 20 years? And you didn't say shit, you know? But then you think about it and it's like, okay, I mean, social media didn't exist back then. Who would you really tell except
Who would you tell? Who would believe you?
Right.
Because they could just deny it and then be like, oh, you're just trying to get $1 off these people. Which, by the way, that happened to me, which we talked about on the podcast with that girl, the porn star girl who tried to fucking blackmail me. Which is fucking nuts. But David's so smart boy, recorded everything. So I got it down. And turns out she's still fucking crazy, you stupid bitch. I hope you fucking die.
Hey, that's not nice.
No. Screw her. And she's also Korean too, by the way.
Okay.
How do you do it to your own people? I love it. Just a
I love you cry. I love you cry.
Stupid idiot. You know what the funny thing is? They did like a couple of my friends kind of research for her for me for research purposes. But they were like, dude, this girl's fucking nuts. I was like, what do you mean? She was live streaming after, you know, the podcast. And then she was over here like, people on live stream would ask her to do something and she would just do it for whatever amount of money. So somebody would donate like $1 and they're like, hey, crack a dozen eggs on your face. And then she would start smashing eggs on her face.
Well, maybe that's just how broke and desperate and poor she is, David. So
I don't care. She met both of us.
Yeah.
Said she was a big fan.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool. So then, you know, would you be willing to talk about your story about going into the industry?
I know the story.
All right. And then look what she did. She came and she tried to fucking bamboozle me.
Well, maybe that's what you get for taking your balls out.
I did no such thing. And if you say that, people are going to take it the wrong way. I have footage. That podcast was like 5 minutes long.
And do you have footage under the table where your balls are out?
There was no table.
Okay.
It was a couch and you could see everything.
I've sat on that couch. If you guys don't know about David's old set, it's a couch where the bottom of it, there's holes in it where your balls hang out the bottom like you're like milking porn.
Tim has sex with men on the side. Well, if we're just going to say things, fine, we're saying things. Tim has so much man sex.
Consenting men,
And they all go, wow, you smell great. You smell like Mando. You stupid idiot.
Well, that's where you're wrong because I ride my electric bike before all that, so I'm musty as fuck. All right.
Dude, after this conversation, I need to talk to my therapist and better help.
Good thing I shaved with Manscaped before I took advantage of those men.
I thought it was just regular consensual sex.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. We're all going to better help afterwards.
Like I just put you in a scenario with consensual sex, and you're like, I took advantage of that.
Hey man, look. Have you ever heard of milking porn?
What?
Milking.
No.
It's when like the guy kind of lays on like a massage table with a hole in it, and with his penis like going through the hole, so the penis is like going down on the girl, so she's like jerking him off like this.
Hey, that sounds like a good time, dude.
It looks pretty lit. Yeah.
I went to when I was in Hawaii, I had to get a massage
Tell me about it.
So I got it's a regular massage. It wasn't a regular, it was a Thai massage. Okay. This is the worst episode of my podcast. I'm fucking canceled in the first. Dude, it's only been going for 9 minutes and I'm already canceled.
You know what this made me realize? What? We should start a podcast, you and me.
Oh, dude.
Dude.
And it should be behind something. Something that we both enjoy.
Behind the butts? Dude.
Oh my God, I think this is fucking genius. Dude. And we should have a girl named Robin Sofa. Wow. Wow, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. And then, here we go.
Okay.
We should have a portly black co-host as well.
Wow. Portly?
Portly, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were a plantation owner. Some old ass fucking English.
Portly's a word people
I know
use.
I don't hear somebody your age use the word portly. There was a portly man. Describe the man who came into the room. He was portly.
Portly and stout.
He was a portly, stout man.
All right, tell me about your jack-off massage in Hawaii.
It wasn't a jack-off massage. It was a Thai massage. This lady, I didn't know what she looked like, right? But I just thought it was a larger woman because she was like manipulating me, dude. I had this area in my upper back that was so fucking tight, and I think she could tell. So she was like, "Can I step?" I was like, "Yeah, of course, go ahead." And then I felt her climb with her toes like this, and then she goes to the upper area. She grabs the skin of my back with her toes and just goes boom, and it cracks everything.
Yes.
And that area that was bothering me for 2 days because I couldn't sleep, gone like that.
Yes.
And so towards the end, she has a towel around my neck. And I don't know what she was doing, but she was gonna crack my neck. I didn't know that. She fucking cracks it. It goes, and she goes, "Wow, chicken wing." What? She said it sounded like I snapped the chicken wing.
Yeah, breaking the wing off.
Yeah. And so afterwards, she fixed my whole shit up. The massage was only like $60. I gave her a $20 tip, and she was shocked. Right? I guess she doesn't get $20 tips.
Okay.
But that's like the average price for an Asian massage here in LA. So I was like, I'm just gonna give her the $80.
Yeah.
And she goes, "You are my favorite chicken wing."
Aww.
She kept calling me chicken
She
wing.
sounds so Thai.
She's so Thai. She was like, "You are my favorite chicken wing."
I tell you gave her 40, you could have got that jack-off massage.
No, she was a lot older. Let me ask you something. If you were to get a jack-off massage, right?
I did in Vegas, yeah. Once.
Do you care what they look like, or is it just it was just the service back in the day?
I think people going to get a jack-off massage, I think ideally, yeah, it'd be nice if they were like attractive. In Vegas, they're all just kind of like pretty, even the older ones. Mine like I went in Vegas, I've told you this story. She was probably, I would say like older, but not old. And she was pretty, she was attractive. Some of these spots you drive by in Vegas, though, they're like in like full out like club dresses, fully made up, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't like that. She was wearing like kind of just chill attire. Yeah. And I tell you this, the one and only time I've had a masseuse walk on my back and crack my spine was at the jack-off massage.
Oh,
in
for
Vegas.
reals?
Yeah, I was not expecting that. because she was giving me a massage, great fucking massage. And then she had, they have the pole that they cling onto as they're walking. And I'm like, she cracked my whole shit. I'm like, this is the best massage I've literally ever had. You know what I'm saying? And then, then they get to, they graze your balls a little bit and, like start the whole to-do. But, and which was also great. But it almost felt like, I think because she wasn't dressed in, I guess, provocative attire.
Did it feel like it was just a part of the thing?
It felt like it should have just been, it felt like it should always be a part of the massage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Massage relaxed my whole body. And then there's that one part where all my chakras are lined up and pent up. And she's just, I'm just going to touch this thing until you let your tensions out. And then she wipes you down with a hot towel, brings you a little cup of water, and you feel like this is the best experience ever.
What is this place called? I just want to know.
There's so many, dog. It's crazy.
I know, because I've been denied from a couple of places.
You've been denied?
Yeah, when we went to Vegas for the show, we were there. We for Send Foods.
Yeah,
we got there super late, and then I have back problems, so my back was fucked up, and I was trying to get a regular fucking massage, but it's apparently like late at night. Listen, I understand the concept of it. Somebody was explaining to me, you got to understand. Like, look, they know what guys are there for late at night, right? Mm-hmm. If you're coming in to get a massage, it's like $60 for the hour. Or they could do a 10-minute massage, jack somebody off, and they get paid triple.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to want to serve you. That's why they were just like, they don't have massages.
Oh, so you said, I want a real massage, and they were like, no. They're like, what the fuck do you think this is?
This one lady laughed, right? Yeah. She goes, not right now. And then I didn't get the hint, right? I was like, I was like, I see masseuses back there. And she was like, no, sweetie, not right now.
That's so
I was like,
funny.
Come tomorrow morning. And I'm like, I don't get it, right? And so I went to another spot, same thing. This one was just like straightforward and like, you're not looking for this type of service,
That's
right?
so funny.
And I was like, oh. Finally went to one and they were actually giving legit massages, but I got denied from 2 places. Not because they didn't want to massage me, it's just like, dude, it's late at night. This is not what people are here for.
You're like, bro, this is Russia. They're like, this is happy hour right now. What the fuck is wrong?
Money-making time, dog. Like, what are you doing here?
That's hilarious.
I will pay double. Just fix my back. My back is fucked up.
Listen to this PD Flow story I have for you. I don't know if I ever told you this. So me and PD Flow were in Singapore. I was out there with Maker Studios for some fucking event. I forget. So Chia couldn't make it. So I brought my boy Pedro with me. PD Flow, Peter. Pedro Flores. Pedro Daniel Flores Gonzalez, right? Brought him to Singapore with me. And this fool, he doesn't like strip clubs. He was not trying to get no fucking dirty massage, right? But his back was killing him. Because there was a summer he was lugging around some very heavy camera equipment, fucked his whole shit up, right? So we just got off this 17-hour flight coming to Singapore. He's like, dude, my back, I need a massage. He's going out walking the streets of Singapore at 11 p.m. looking for a real massage, all right? Now, mind you, keep in mind, prostitution is legal in Singapore. It's not even no shady shit. It's like you could literally go to a mall and see jewelry store, sneakers, sex, you know? So Peter's walking around, 11 p.m., trying to find a massage. He tells me the story. It's great, okay? So he goes, finds a massage place. He's in there. He puts on the tiny little fucking mesh shorts or whatever they have him put on for this massage. He's he's feeling a little funny about it, but he's like, whatever. He's like, if it gets weird, I'll just tell her no, right? So he's getting his massage. He's getting his massage, and he tells me the story like this. He's like, dude, so she's massaging me, and then she's kind of going towards my butt, and she stops, and she starts she grabs her phone, she's texting somebody. So bro, I'm freaking out. Is she taking pictures of me? Is she fucking texting someone about me? Is she calling somebody to come in? I don't know what the fuck's going on. So she's texting me and I'm trying to get this massage. No, so she's texting somebody and I'm trying to get this massage. I'm laying there and all of a sudden I hear her phone. She pushes a button and the phone goes, relax your butt. Relax your butt. Relax your butt.
He was hella tense.
He's so tense because he didn't want to get jacked off and he's freaking out. So she's putting in her little translator, relax your butt.
That's hella funny, dude. Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp, because mental health is mental wealth. And if you're working on that physical, get that mental jogging too, my friends. You are important and you matter. And listen, for those of you out there that haven't tried therapy, give BetterHelp a try. If you're even thinking of starting therapy, make sure it's BetterHelp, because it's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. See, my friends, I have been using BetterHelp for, well, geez, I don't know how many years now, but whenever I'm in need, I make sure that I call my therapist on BetterHelp, and it gets me back on the right track. The best way to squeeze that special thing into your schedule is to know what's important to you and make it a priority. So therapy can help you find what matters to you so you can do more of it. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/genius to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/genius. Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by FitBod. My friends, are there essential things that you need in your workout? Like, I don't know, headphones or a knee brace? Well, guess what? The new essential is FitBod. The essential things that you need. I said essential because we're talking about essential and sensual. Baby, makes you feel good. Whether you are a seasoned gym goer or not, FitBod will push you to make your progress, my friends. It's like having your own personal trainer, but better. It's cheaper. You can work out anywhere with or without equipment, and it's easy to build a custom fitness plan that works for you. My favorite thing about the app is the customizability, because guess what? Not all of us are the same, and we all have different goals, and that's where FitBod fits, okay? FitBod is extremely personalized and adapts to you as you progress. You can't keep doing the same things. You need to adapt to the progress that you have so the workout keeps working for you. FitBod creates a personalized workout routine based on your goals, fitness levels, and available equipment. It adapts as you improve, tracks your muscle recovery, fine-tuned by experienced certified personal trainers. And guess what? You'll learn new movements right along the way. Add FitBod to your workout essentials. Join FitBod today to get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your subscription, or try the app for free at fitbod.me/genius. That's FITBOD.me/genius. Dude, how did he die? I would have fucking died laughing, dude.
He probably he laughed and he relaxed and he got the massage.
That's how massage people ask if they're massaging you too hard, if your butt is hella tense. Because when you're tightening up, they go, "It's too hard? It's too hard?" I'm like, no. This one, the Thai lady that got me, she was like, "Very strong." Very strong, because I was taking all the abuse because I needed it, because my back was so fucking wound up.
Yeah.
But then they do some crazy stretching shit, dude.
Yeah.
She stretched my groin area, my knees, all this shit, and I felt like 100%.
Bro, when me and Chia went on our honeymoon in the Maldives, we got a couples massage, and they had me put on these fucking little black mesh, see-through shorts, right? And part of the massage was we got a mud scrub, and then afterwards we go shower it off, right? But it's all kind of outdoors, very pretty, open area. And these women, mind you, Chia's on a table 2 feet away from me. This woman was grazing my penis so much during this massage, rubbing my legs, inner thighs, rubbing me down with this mud. I'm getting a part-time handy in these tiny shorts. I'm full on erect in these fucking tiny shorts, dog. I'm looking like, is she about to jag me off in front of my wife on my honeymoon? It was crazy. And I think I felt her, I think I saw her kind of smirking at my 70% erect dick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo.
She knew what she was doing.
Bruh, she definitely did. I'm like, you naughty. You know what I'm saying?
You're not.
I'm like, I can't believe this is that. It was cool. It was a good massage, but I'm like, yo, this is a lot of contact for a real massage.
There's a massage place that I always go to, and this is one of those things where I was low-key a little offended, because I go here all the fucking time, right? All the fucking time.
Yeah.
And listen, if there's a jack-off component to it, I would know, right? Because I go there so often. So I bring my buddy, very fit, handsome guy, right? We come out of the massage an hour later. He was in a separate room. He goes, dude, man, did they offer to jack you off? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So this is not one of those spots. He goes, dude, this girl basically was rubbing her pussy all over me. And then I had to, because my dick was getting on, I had to excuse myself to the bathroom, wait for it to calm down and come back in.
Oh my God.
And I was like, bro, I've been coming here for 7 years. Nobody has ever offered me anything. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And I knew which one it was. I gave her the ugliest scowl. I was like, you fucking bitch.
And she went, that's why.
That's why I don't like you. You're no fun. You're no fun.
You don't smell like Mando.
You don't smell like Mando. You need better help. You need better help. Why? Your mental health is not wealth. I've been watching so many Thai videos.
I'm trying to think of more of our sponsors. I can't think of any. But you. I don't know.
Robin, what's one of our sponsors that we have? Damn it, Robin, come on.
Oh, wait, here we go. You need more money, go to DraftKings. Problem with gambling? Call 1-888-78777. CCPG.
It's not even clever. She's just reading the ad. Is it springtime already? You need fun. Go to DraftKings. What? Excuse me?
No. Only in certain states, Michigan, Kentucky.
Hey, you need to relax your butt. Use freeze pipe weed. This podcast brought to you by Moon. She only learned English from listening to our podcast.
Just the ads.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She can only talk in ads.
You are my DraftKings.
You are my DraftKings. You come here to gamble.
You just chillaxing on the beach.
Yeah. That's so fucking stupid. There was another topic that people wanted us to talk about. Now, listen, dude, I come back and I haven't been online in the longest time.
Yeah.
And I just see so many fucking rap beefs pop up.
Yeah. It was a good week for rap beefs, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I had no idea Chris Brown could rap like that.
You didn't know?
Well, I knew he could rap.
Yeah.
But that was good. His diss track was on Quavo.
Yeah.
On Quavo was fucking good.
Chris Brown might have had the best diss track out of all of them that dropped.
Yeah. This is what I want to ask you too. Like, when I listened to first of all, I think the fucking Metro Boomin and what's his face?
Future?
Future album is probably one of the best hip hop albums that's dropped in a while for me.
Really? I didn't even listen to the whole thing.
It's fucking good, dude. I think it's because Metro Boomin, you know what I mean? He's
Production's crazy.
fucking, the production's wild. Like, that shit is so fucking good. And then when I was listening to the Kendrick track, I don't know if it's because, like, I'm older now. I didn't know it was a diss. I just thought it was dope.
Okay, so look, I'm in the same boat, and I'll tell you why. Because I did I went on YouTube Live and I reacted to all the diss tracks.
Okay.
Literally all of them, okay? Because I hadn't really listened. And the main shit that had people knowing that it was a diss track or a diss verse from Kendrick was when he says, fuck the big three, okay? And he says, I'm just big me, or whatever he says, right? Or whatever he says, something like that. So in a track that dropped like 6 months ago, J. Cole and Drake says something about how they're the big three with Kendrick. And I forget exactly the exact reference, but some took it as a shot at Kendrick, okay? So that's why when Kendrick says fuck the big three, it was like, oh, he's saying specifically fuck J. Cole, fuck Drake. And so that's when it was like, okay, this is a diss towards them. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, yeah, I think the Kendrick shit was kind of light as far as like a diss track, quote unquote, goes.
Because it just sounded like he's talking about how dope he is, right?
Yeah.
Versus going out of his way to really trash somebody. Because even when he said, fuck the big three, it's just big me. I'm just like, no, fuck all that shit. I'm dope.
Well, I thought it was more of like him sending out a little, I'm gonna send out a light subliminal diss, not subliminal, not so subliminal. And then like in my head, I thought after, and it's like almost like bait. Like put this out after J. Cole drops his shit and Drake drops his shit. And then I thought Kendrick had something crazy waiting to drop and everyone's gonna be like, oh shit. But he hasn't dropped yet. And everyone's like, okay, is he over it? You know what I'm saying? Like in the way that J. Cole kind of dropped his and it felt rushed and then he regretted it and apologized and now everyone's mad at him for apologizing.
I had to catch up, so I had to listen to, obviously I heard the Kendrick one. I didn't know it was a diss, right? And then until afterwards, I was like, I'm not gonna pay attention. I got work to do. Yeah. And then I heard J. Cole's, like, after everybody did, for it was a hot second. And I thought it was a joke. I was like, was he forced to do this?
It sounds forced, right?
It sounded really fucking forced. And I'm like, then I thought, I was like, this has to be AI or something. Because, you know, there's a lot of AI rap shit. Yeah. And I found out it was actually something he released. I'm like, dog, why would you release this? It sounds like you like him.
I know.
You know?
It sounds like he likes him and all the negative shit, any negative shit was like, he felt like it's, and I had heard this take already and I thought maybe people are exaggerating that it sounded like he didn't want to do it, but that's 100% what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously now that he's apologized for it, he didn't want to do it. You know, he felt pressure from social media. He was like, all right, I should say something back. And then he did it. I was like,
I was super disappointed because I'm like, listen, if you didn't want to do it, nobody was forcing you to.
I know.
And you know, because of how fast the internet moves, let's say he didn't respond, people already moved on. They actually already kind of forgot about it by the time he dropped it. Yeah. So it was like, why'd you do this? This is so dumb.
I think he caved under the pressure of social media. I think 100% he did not need to drop it so quick. Obviously, Kendrick hasn't dropped his shit. I mean, people are kind of like upset, but I think, you know, look, as someone that's been online, I was able to sympathize with, you know, you feel pressure to do something, you do it, and then you regret it. Of course, I posted and deleted, but I think what was kind of annoying to me about it is like, I don't understand why him specifically, like I get when the fans take it personally, but I don't know why J. Cole took it personally when like, I feel like, you know, for years, I mean, since it's like conception really, like diss tracks and beef, I felt like is all just a competitive part of hip hop and like rappers and MCs. Like, I don't even know if motherfuckers really take it that personally, you know? Like, I think it's all just fun, part of the game. I mean, yeah, the Nas and Jay-Z beef was like very like mean. I know they weren't fucking with each other for a long time. And the 50 and Ja Rule shit was like so, like they hated each other, right? Hated each other. But for this, I felt like Kendrick is always like, yo, let's just see who's the best. Let's just fucking see who can out-rap each other, right? And that's what the vibe I got from it. So when J. Cole felt all guilty about it, I was like, come on, man.
I was like, it would have been better for you, after he released it, which was already a mistake, you shouldn't even have apologized. You could have just let it disappear. Which I guess it was heavy on his heart, which I do respect a lot. Yeah. But I think sometimes with people who are kind of new to the hip-hop genre, they don't understand what hip-hop is sometimes. And then I was reading comments like, this ain't what hip-hop's about. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This was probably the most exciting, marketable thing to do in hip-hop, was for people to kind of do this and then see who's the best.
It's always been about who's the best. Yeah. You know?
And there was like, there were literal MC like battles out in the streets in New York where hip-hop was created. Like, this has always been a part of the culture. So when J. Cole did that, I was like, first of all, this is already weird. Like, J. Cole and Kendrick are on toe-to-toe with like best like rappers. They're your rapper's favorite rapper, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think Drake is in that conversation. Drake is like the hit artist. He's a hit maker.
You said Drake.
Drake, whatever. That's whatever. Aubrey. He's in the hit maker category, right? Like when he said the big three, I didn't think that Drake belonged in that group not in terms of his greatness, right? Because dude, he has fucking good music.
As far as like lyrical ability, and like current people. I mean, I understand. I get that take. I also understand why people would call him part of the big three. I think J. Cole and Kendrick for sure like have always kind of, people have always held them up on this pedestal, right? Yeah. Drake, because he makes such commercial shit and he sings, like I get why people wouldn't put him up there. I also feel, I love Drake's music too. I feel like Drake has bars when he wants to, whether, you know, I mean, okay, yeah, maybe he writes them, maybe he doesn't, but Drake makes good music, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, man, I was like, I hate to be on the bandwagon of like, J. Cole's weak for that, but it felt like kind of just like, why? What's the point of apologizing?
It was, dude, Kanye dropped one.
I know.
And it was fucking good, dude.
Kanye's unhinged at this point. He don't give a fuck,
Dude, I mean, obviously it's a Ye beat too. So it just sounded fucking good. I would say out of all the tracks, right? I think obviously Drake did a good diss right back and everybody else. I mean, there's also Chris Brown and Quavo. But I think musically, Kendrick's is really hard to beat. Like, because he had Metro Boomin on the beat, right? And then his cadence and how he delivered everything was just so fun to listen to as a song.
Oh, as far as like a song.
As a song.
Yeah. I would agree with that. And I listened to the Drake response with the AI, Pac, and Snoop.
Yeah.
Using AI for I mean, I don't think Pac's actually dead, but using AI for a potentially dead person is always kind of icky for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm such a Drake fan and supporter. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. The whole thing to me felt like just Drake was just kind of trolling, like a big like, I'm just kind of like, Kendrick, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where the fuck? Come on, dog. I'm just having fun with it. Yeah. But I'm like, oh.
Kendrick, where you at?
Hey, that was good.
Yeah, that's what he does.
But I'm like,
I'm
man,
here, I'm a sitting.
leave Pac out of it. You know what I'm saying? Why you got to pull Pac into this?
I mean, he's known to be a cornball. I think that's probably. That the thing that people hate about his corniness is actually kind of what I like about him.
No, that's the thing. Drake is like, he's just himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like about Drake is he doesn't feel the need to pretend to be gangster when he doesn't want to. Like, he can be goofy, he can say corny shit, he can make love songs, and it's all just Drake. I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I just think don't use AI to use Pac's voice if Pac doesn't. Or maybe, I said this in my live stream, maybe Drake is so connected and so big in this shit that he knows where Pac currently resides. And he actually sent Pac a text and was like, yo, can I do this? And Pac was like, sure. You know what I'm saying?
First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim.
Yeah.
That's what he told him.
That's what he told him. And
you
Drake
think Pac is alive?
I believe that he potentially might have faked his death to escape the Illuminati, yeah.
You know what I saw a clip of that kind of threw me off was an interview of Tupac. And people were like, the title said, Tupac is gay. And
what?
You didn't see this?
No.
He's in an interview, mannerisms.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, could he have been gay?
Here's the thing. I don't think Pac was gay. I think Pac was a very
artistic,
multifaceted individual. Because, Pac went to art school. He was like essentially like a theater kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think, especially, people think I'm gay sometimes from my mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, let me tell you something, guys. Sex with men all the time. All the time, lady boy.
Only non-consenting men. Right?
I don't want it perfect.
But look, and I'll say this, right? I think Pac is. Have you heard of 7-day theory?
No.
There was a whole thing about like all the shit. Like, there was a bunch of shit around Pac's death that, like, equaled out to 7. Like, he was 25 when he died. A whole bunch of other numbers that equal up to 7. But, so, you know how Pac called himself Machiavelli, right?
Yeah.
So, the philosopher, Machiavelli, who that's based on, would write about the only way to, like, escape your enemies is to, like, fake your own death, okay? So, that's why some people think Pac read some like philosophy shit from Machiavelli while he was in prison, and then was like, and then as we talked about Diddy, we talk about people high in the industry with mad secrets and shit, like the Illuminati, whatever secret, what new world order is running the world that goes after these high end celebrities. So some people say that like Pac didn't want to deal with the Illuminati. He didn't want people coming after like him or whatever. So he was like, let me fake my death to get out of this shit. And, and they say, like, he drops hints in his music, bunch of stuff, man. I don't know.
You think Biggie's still alive then?
No.
Because that's a big body to get rid of.
No. Biggie's dead for sure. Rest in peace, Biggie. Yeah.
Hey, rest in peace. Were you a Biggie fan or were you a Pac fan growing up?
I enjoyed both, but I was just always, I was a Tupac guy. Yeah. Yeah.
West Side?
Not just because of the West Side connection, but I just really listened to more Tupac growing up. Oh, the other day, bro, I was in the car. And normally when I drive Veda to daycare, I just have like, little kid shit playing, Baby Shark shit, because she likes to watch that, right? And I was scrolling on Instagram. My phone was connected to the car, and an Instagram post that had California Love as the music started playing, and I scrolled past it real quick. I didn't want to interrupt Veda's music, and she was like, "Hey, I was dancing to that," and I was like, "Oh, you like that song, baby?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." I put on the whole song.
Hey, put a stop to that because that's Jada Pinkett Smith behavior right there. All right.
She was like, "I like this better than you, Daddy." You want to be the Fresh Prince? I like this better than you.
Can I have later on when I'm older? Can I cheat on my husband with a younger guy?
It's an open marriage. It's an open marriage.
Oh, yeah, all right.
But yeah, so she liked California Love from Tupac, and she likes that song now, and I put it on, and she likes it. So
Classic bangers, dude. I love classic bangers. I feel like now music moves so fast, sometimes we don't get classics anymore.
I know, it's difficult.
We just have like a song of the week, song of the month, but there's no like, oh, this is going to stick with me forever. I haven't felt that way about a lot of music now, right? And I think maybe it's also because there's Spotify. Anybody can put out so much music now that you just don't get to like sit with music much
That's
anymore.
the thing. It's like generationally, if a song was a hit, you couldn't get away from it growing up, because we all just listen to the radio. We watch the same fucking MTV Countdown, BET Countdown. Nowadays, you really only listen to what you want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Even us and the kids, you go to Spotify, be like, I'm in the mood for this. I want to listen to this new shit. You're only listening. Only time you interact with new music really is if someone tells you to listen to some, you know what I'm saying? It's like a song could be a hit on the radio. Bro, it's songs with like millions and millions of views on YouTube, music videos that I've never ever heard of. And that's just the nature of how shit works nowadays, How do you even find a classic nowadays,
That's true, because like sometimes I don't understand when people talk, you don't know who this is? It's like, how?
Yeah.
How would I fucking know who this is? Like, there's millions of views. There's millions of those millions of views now. I wouldn't know. I don't know who the fuck that is. It's impossible for me to know. And if I told you an artist, you're like, I don't know who that is. Well, that's millions of views. How come you don't fucking know? It's just so much now.
Literally, YouTubers and influencers with tens of millions of followers, subscribers, I've never even seen.
Never heard of them. And I forgot, it was this like influencer event, which I never go to. I only went because somebody that I knew that invited me to it, and I wanted free food and free shit.
Yeah.
I go there, and dog, you will see some people, or they'll just come up, and they'll see us, because we're like the OGs, right? And then people will be like, oh, you didn't know who that was? How do you not know who they are? It's like, because there's so many now. Like when we started, there wasn't much of us, so you could kind of pick and choose. So it's like, I don't not know you because I'm trying to act cool. I literally don't know you.
Bro, look, when we were coming up, there were people with like, I don't know, 2 million followers on YouTube, subscribers on YouTube, and they were like literally like the most known person on YouTube, and everybody knew who they were, right?
Yeah.
Now, like I said, people with 20 million subscribers, I've never heard of this person, never seen this person. Just because, also because, look, all the apps, they don't necessarily run in everything is like have you have a random algorithm catered to your own shit?
Yeah.
You're only gonna see shit that really you want to see. So, back in the day when I was on YouTube, everyone would go to who's on the most viewed list.
Yep.
Because that's how you see what was popping, what was trending. It's like, it's so random now.
You know how I blew up, actually? It was
the UCLA girl.
Not just because of that. It was because, you know who was reposting all my videos?
Who?
World Star Hip Hop.
Really?
World Star Hip Hop was the biggest reason why I actually have a career.
Interesting.
So every video that I dropped, they posted my shit because they thought it was fucking hilarious. And it used to blow the fuck up. Obviously, there was a conversation, oh, what is this motherfucking girl? Why is he talking like that?
Yeah.
That was like the biggest thing. But then World Star Hip Hop was the biggest reason why I even had a career.
Interesting.
Yeah, they reposted all my fucking videos.
Wow.
Which was crazy. So I am in the hip hop community.
Well, look at that.
Yeah. And that's like, we had the For You page, like when it was popping off. And if you got that, your video would shoot up to the top.
Yeah, a little featured YouTube page. Yeah, man.
It was the shit back in the day, man. Now there's so many people. It's like, there's no way I can know everybody now.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to find what is like a classic song nowadays? I don't know, man. I listen to a lot of Billie Eilish. That's probably about it.
I used to fly. That song made me sad as fuck,
That
bro.
song makes me so emotional.
Yeah, it's a good. I would say that's a classic. That's gonna be a classic.
That could be like a new classic, yeah. But then it's like, but then it's crazy because so many people don't even know that song,
It's just, you know what? Time's moving now. We're getting a little older. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think that music should be sat down and listened to. All right? Because I feel like there's a lot of albums that I didn't give a chance to because I was just kind of doom scrolling past everything. I'm like, hold on, let me just play it in the car and just listen to it as I'm going. And I ended up liking the album.
Like, when's the last time you bought a whole album and listened to every single song on the album, dog?
That's true.
I remember growing up, you would like someone's single. So when their shit dropped, you'd buy the whole album, listen to the whole shit. And then you grow up with other people being like, oh, you know about fucking track 5 on this album? Like, because it never got radio play. There was no like fucking YouTube, Spotify shit. You only knew about that shit if you bought the album too. I don't know if that exists anymore.
You know what you should do? Next album you drop, make hard copy CDs.
Yeah.
Just because it'd be cool to have as like a memorabilia. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not, people obviously aren't going to play it, but that's like retro shit. I would love, like, let's say if Kendall just said, I dropped a CD, I would buy that shit in an instant.
No, you know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. And Wax already did this. He sold little flash drives with his album.
Ooh.
But I got to do something cool, like a really cool packaged flash drive or something.
Of your penis that curves.
Oh yeah.
And they have to plug it in like this at an angle.
Yeah, just like when I'm inserting myself.
Oh, there we go, dude. Well, guys, that wraps up this stupid fucking podcast. Just like that on that note. Yeah, obviously you know where to catch Tim. You can get us on our podcast, Dudes Behind the Foods, which is something that I think we're going to start trying.
Yeah, we should check that out. Let me hit up my people at Studio 71 and
see if they would be down to do it. Dudes Behind the Foods live show will be done real soon. It's going to probably be it's going to go down in the summer.
Who knows? We might even go on tour.
Hey, if we go on tour, you know it's going to be a fun time. And it's going to be a lot of fun and games, dude.
Wow.
So Dudes Behind the Foods tour, we're going to start that.
Enough about that. We're talking about Genius Brain right now.
Yeah, but we don't have a Genius Brain tour, so we're going to start that. Secret Society, SCRTSOCIETY.com. Summer line is dropping soon. You can go ahead and catch Goody, of course. If you guys got the plushies, that will be going out to you in July. Catch us everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Timothy De La Ghetto, formerly known as Timothy De La Ghetto. Now Tim Chomping Along Sus. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.